Hello folks, welcome back to Technology Review. I'm your host, Mac Jackson Jr. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and other social media applications out there. Just look for Mac Jackson Jr., Mac Jackson Jr. on my website at macjacksonjr.com. In this segment, we call it New Information Tech Gadgets. These are apps that I suggest you should have on your smart device. During the week, I asked a few people from my classroom that I teach over at DeVry University and some of my other clients. I just asked the question, and I'll propose it to you, and that is, do you have antivirus software on your laptop, your desktop, at your work or home? And most of you will raise your hand saying, yes, you do have antivirus software on your desktop or your laptop at work or home. Then I asked the question, how about on your smartphone or your tablets? Do you have antivirus software? Most of the people I've asked the question to say no, they do not. They weren't even aware that their antivirus software exists for their smartphone. Then I told them about a program that is available through your cable communication company. For example, Cox Communications here in Las Vegas, they have antivirus software suite that's free for cable customers. And you should also download that app onto your smart device. That's right, folks, your smartphone should have antivirus software on your phone. Now, I've heard some rumors of people stating, well, it makes your phone run slower. No, it doesn't, folks. It works in the background like other apps. Runs in the background of your phone. And it's important to have because your phone can be very susceptible to cyber hackers. Case in point, when you have your phone on and you have the Wi-Fi available, where your phone is bouncing looking for Wi-Fi communications to get free internet access, right, without going through your phone's data plan. A lot of people do that to save on their minutes. If your phone attaches or connects to a hotspot that is nefarious, it can be very hazardous to your data that's on your phone. Because when it connects to the internet, now that phone can possibly be compromised and under control of the cyber hacker. So it's very important to use your own data plan on your phone when possible. And if you can't do that, and you need to use a hotspot location, so for example, in a coffee shop or a hotel, I recommend the second product. Okay, the first product is antivirus software. That basically scans your phones and looks for any files that look like malware, and it isolates and deletes them. The second application you should have on your phone is called a VPN, Virtual Private Network. What is a VPN? Well, what a VPN does, it puts think of it as a shield around your smart device when you're on a hotspot at a hotel or a coffee shop, making your device harder to see by a cyber hacker, possible cyber hackers that are there. Not saying there are hackers everywhere, but possible cyber hackers that are looking at smart devices that do not have a VPN. If your device has a VPN, it makes it more difficult for the hacker, if not impossible, for them to see your particular device. And that's what you want, because if your device can be seen on a hotspot network system, well, then things could be done like keylogging, which means that the hacker is not putting anything on your machine. No, because that would show that they were there. But how about watching what you do? For example, you go into your social media, your Facebook account, your LinkedIn accounts, or even your company's payroll system, and you enter two pieces of information, folks. Well, let's say three pieces, okay? The first one is the website that you're going to. The second one is your user ID, and the third is your password. Those three pieces of information. Hackers would basically watch you as you're entering this information once they have logged into your device. Once you log out, they can then log back in after you've logged out and do all kinds of evil deeds to the website that you just left. So that's why it's very, very important, folks, to make sure you have this type of VPN put on your smart device. So now let's summarize it here. We're talking about tablets and tablets and smartphones. Tablets and smartphones. You make sure you have antivirus software located on your device, as well as VPN, a virtual private network. As far as antivirus software, if you do not have Cox Communication here locally in Las Vegas, or your cable communication company doesn't offer it as a package deal for the owners of it, I would suggest go into your iTunes store or your Google store and look for antivirus software. You can find lots of them there, including McAfee, Norton, and alike. There are other ones that are available out there as well. I would not suggest ever using a program called Kaspersky. Name sounds familiar, folks? Kaspersky? Yes, Kaspersky is a antivirus software company, but they're out of Russia. That's right, they're out of Russia, folks. And it's just been recently found out that this company has suspicious activity within their applications, so much as the federal government, including our U.S. Department of Defense, issued a edict not to use this software in any of their servers or any of their desktops, laptops. So if you see that program on there, don't use that one. But definitely check out some other ones on there. You need to have it on your machine. It's very, very important. It gives you an extra layer of protection. I want to say hi to Sonia Pedowick. She's out there viewing us today, and Fran as well. Fran Pedowick. Hope everybody's doing well. Paige, and we have Larry, Cindy, Lewis, and Kara too. Very good. Thank you guys for watching us. We're simulcast here, doing a Facebook Live as well, simulcast with WCOBM.tv. To get this information out, we need to get this information out to more people. So if you could do us a favor, folks, if you can, tell one of your friends about our show or share this link with one on your site so we can let other people know the importance of cybersecurity awareness and things that they should know about their business and how to protect their data. Another program I'd like to talk to you about, folks, let's talk about password security. So let's say you're on a website and you have tons of passwords to remember, because they're websites you visit every day for business or for personal productivity. Tons of websites you visit. Obviously, each one of them you have a username. You could have the same username for all of the websites you visit. That's fine. But the problem is the password. The password you have for one company should not be the same for another company. So you need to have a separate, different password for every company that you visit using your browser. Well, the problem, folks, is it's very complicated and daunting task of trying to remember all of these passwords for every company that you're trying to visit online. It could be a headache. So what do companies do? Well, you take a blank sheet of paper and you write the name of the website, your username, your password, line by line on a sheet of paper, or you put it in a spreadsheet. Folks, we're all familiar with cryptocurrency, right? Where we take something out of nothing and give it a value, like Bitcoin. You just did the same thing by taking a piece of paper that had nothing on it. You put your website, your user ID, and your password on a piece of paper. You've now created currency. You basically, folks, created cryptocurrency for your own personal data, your information. Now that piece of paper that you wrote this down with, if someone were to, take a picture of it, you steal it from you, you lose that piece of paper, you can cause all kinds of problems or possibly compromise your accessibility to these websites. That's why it's very important, if you're an organization or a company, you tell your employees, do not, and I repeat, do not write down the username, user ID, and password of any websites they visit and put it in their drawer or put stick-em notes on their monitor. These sort of things can cause all kinds of problems. I recommend not to do that at all. But what I would recommend is a program called, it's from a category of programs within the password management system. Password management system. And that's a category. But the software application I'd recommend, one of them is called LastPass, LASTPASS. And if you listen to my show for the last 3 years, we've talked about that program, LastPass, LASTPASS.com. What LastPass does is that it grabs all your user IDs and passwords, encrypts them, right, folks, encrypts them, and it memorizes them for you based upon the website you visit. All you need to have is a master user ID and a password. Pretty simple. And it remembers all of them for you. I would definitely suggest using that for you. For more information, contact me. Send me an email if you need to know more about what I've talked about in this segment. It goes by pretty fast. Stay tuned in our next segment, folks. We're talking about EVs like Tesla. We'll be right back after these messages.